Good afternoon. I'm Merrick Masters, and welcome to this special edition of Presidential Election Watch, which focuses specifically on the question of what happens if Donald Trump is convicted and/or imprisoned in the ongoing New York City hush money trial. I'm a commentator and podcaster. You can find me at my YouTube channel where this is posted at Merrick Masters, or at my email address, merrickmasters@gmail.com. Let me begin with a few disclaimers. Number one, I'm not an attorney. Number two, I'm not offering a legal opinion. Number three, I'm presenting information derived from various news reports that I've read, which are indicated in the links provided on this presentation. And finally, I'm presenting questions as a concerned citizen who wants to know what happens should the eventuality occur of Trump actually being convicted, either for contempt of court or for violating statutes in New York for falsifying business records that should lead to his imprisonment. Selected facts on the hush money case, which is widely called. Trump was indicted on April the 4th, 2023 on 34 counts of falsifying business records. This information is provided in a little bit more detail on the link provided underneath this statement. A Class E felony, of which this is under New York Criminal Code, is one that provides for up to 4 years imprisonment for each count. The link below describes a little bit more about this type of felony. A little bit more further about the hush money indictment of Trump from a CNN report that appeared. You can see the link to it on this slide. Manhattan attorney Alvin Bragg announced Trump's indictment by a grand jury in April 2023, as noted, accusing the former president of falsifying New York business records in order to conceal damaging information and unlawful activity from American voters before and after the 2016 election. Technically, Trump is charged with 34 counts of falsifying business records, a Class E felony. Trump was charged with the felony because prosecutors accused him of falsifying business records with the intent to commit or conceal another crime connected to his 2016 campaign. I believe that the underlying crime is a violation of federal election law. This is the least serious type, Class C, of felony in New York, which means if Trump is found guilty, the judge could sentence him to probation or a maximum sentence of up to 4 years in state prison on each count. If Trump were convicted of contempt of court and sentenced to jail because of that, the judge could determine any kind of sentence that he wanted to give him, whether it was in a jail or whether he was confined to a residence, and the duration, whether it be for a few hours or several days, for having committed the violation of contempt. Could Trump run for president if convicted of contempt and imprisoned in the New York hush money case? Constitutional experts suggest that the answer is yes. There is nothing under the U.S. Constitution which prescribes the qualifications for being president of the United States to prevent a person from running for office if they otherwise met those qualifications, which are specified in Article 2, Section 1 of the U.S. Constitution, as noted on this slide. The other question is, could Trump serve as president if imprisoned upon conviction in the New York hush money trial? Should he be elected in November of this year? Again, the consensus of opinion from what I've read, which is admittedly very limited, is that yes, technically from a legal and theoretical standpoint, Trump could serve, but obviously there'd have to be some accommodations made if he were still imprisoned while serving as president. This is an eventuality that would be very, very interesting to have to deal with, practically speaking. And it could also lead up to a number of different attempts, I think, if Trump should be elected while in prison to prevent him from serving. Perhaps one of those would be impeaching him, or another would be actually stating or concluding that he had violated the 14th Amendment and being an insurrectionist and therefore is ineligible to serve. I hope you found this presentation interesting, and I hope that you will continue to pursue this topic, because I think that there are clear indications that if Trump is convicted, he may end up having to serve some sort of a jail sentence. Obviously, the courts could, and the judge could say that he did not have to serve in jail while his appeal is pending. But these are very uncertain and turbulent times, and it's hard to forecast what the judiciary might do in this particular case. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.